What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz as we approach 12:30 East Coast, just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Last trade on MULN, 60 cents on the dot. The obvious question is, are the naked shorts royally effed, and why? Where was I bidding and missed the stock 0.001 of a single cent? And is it really true that you have a 60-day, no risk, money back guarantee to get inside of our Discord? All of that and more coming right up. The magic bullet. I'm so discombobulated. I'm out of cups. I couldn't find, the Target special. My air conditioner. How many people on this, before I get into a few things around our Discord and close out the second half with MULN, if you're short the stock, how many people own Lennox? Lennox air conditioners, right? Terrible. I built a six-story, feels like that, a 3-story townhouse 6 years ago. I've had trouble with a unit in my garage 3 times and twice in the attic in the last month. I had to just replace, the air coil, or can't remember the name, $2,900. So through the grace of God, I've somehow been able to come up with $6,000 to keep me from sweating to death. But in the words of my late father, it's hotter than the hubs of hell up in my bedroom. So if I look a little tired, forgive me. I can promise you I'm not going to sound tired, because as I opened up at the beginning of this video, if you're short the stock at 40, 45, tell the truth. Step into the comments right now, you motherfuckers. You didn't sleep a wink. In fact, I bet you were throwing them back on Friday and Saturday night going, are we screwed? Sure feels like it. Shot up to 75, came back down, teased us at 55. Was that the buy zone? And then it shoots right back up. Last trade, 60 on the nose. It doesn't feel like it wants to collapse. It doesn't feel like the redheaded stepchild anymore, does it? So if you are short and you have made a fortune over the last 18 months, congratulations, because your days are coming to an end. If you were inside of the Discord, bear with me. Part of the reason why you got a 60-day money-back guarantee, it takes 2 weeks, as it did for me, to figure out what's going on. But if you scroll to the left, we had 6 channels. The buy zone. I tell you exactly where to buy, what to buy, and when. And I'm educating all day long. And speaking of educating, I gave a guy NKLA Nicola at $1.05. Blessed the trade. He sold it last night at $1.70 on my call, about 5 minutes to 8 p.m. Ka-ching, 63%. We had a guy who made $45,000 asked me when NVOS was breaking out at 33, where do I get out? I said, sell it all at 52. That's inside of our Discord. I came back down. He said, can I buy it back? I said, no, it's going to break 33. It did. Boom, all the way to 22. And before I talk about MULN for the next 5 or 6 minutes, I was screaming at people, both in the Discord, tough love, no swearing and no politics though, to get out of TTOO, triple top at 46. Ooh, all you cheap ass motherfuckers on Twitter, although I am going to be toning it down. Notice there's no pinned tweets, no real-time alerts, and no bashing over the head this morning. It's a whole new day, but the point of the matter is, for every one stock that you get me on a gotcha, I'm going to give you 10 more that I either save or help you make a bloody fucking fortune. And if you got a small business, before I segue into MULN and why the shorts are royally screwed, get over to trysmallbiz.com right now, because since we updated the color scheme and added the tagline, the #1 small business directory, and Discord for stock traders, our SEO traffic is up 24%. Our sign-up rates in just 1 week are up 21%. What do all those people that are trying to make money or want to make money in the stock market have? Money. So if you sell a product or a service and you want my help, in addition to getting into the Discord, 60-day money-back guarantee, get over to trysmallbiz.com. If you don't have a small business, and that's the majority of signups, which are in Fuego, just get the Discord. It's $50 a month. Cancel anytime. With that said, what is really going on with MULN? There are people watching me right now that know the ins and outs of the business better than I do in terms of MULN. The airbag issue, arguably bigger than EPA. the pipeline, Bollinger, the management, etc. I know how to trade the fucking stock market. The biggest mistake I made, and I talked about this on Twitter and in Discord, is I turned a penny stock trade into an investment. And that's why I'm stuck up here at 4.5, along with most of you. But I've successfully traded. Last trade 59.25, 3 times in the last 6 weeks for 181%. And while I'm on the subject, 29 of 30 since April, 1 loss. Shuttle Pharma, SHPH, got out at 1. Last time I saw it was at 70 cents for 834%. Is your broker got you up 834? Are you 29 of 30? Are you making money on MULN like it's going out of style? And is the next fucking trade, forgive me while I'm dead tired and I need another sip of coffee, actually going to take us up and through a buck and change? There's a 30-day cup and handle. 75 down to 39, tested it twice. Back to 75. When you handle, it can take days or a couple of weeks. It's normally a minus 10 or 15% from the top of the right handle. So we peaked in the low to mid 70s. We came down a little more than the 10 to 15%. We hit 5520. Where was I? If you were in the Discord, you would know. 5510. I don't like whole numbers. I don't like sitting where there was a boatload of buys at 55. I also don't want to sell at a whole number. So, while respectfully, some of you, including those in the Discord, who may have missed out on EBET when I said to buy it at 0415 and it ended up going to almost 7, and then we got out and kaboom, it's at 047 is a buy, you'd know if you were in the Discord. The point is, I know when to get us in and when to get us out. And we are right now in the midst of a 30-day long cup and handle. That is a massively bullish formation. So don't be surprised as we flirt between, say, 55 and 65 if it looks a little listless, if volume is down, because as I also pointed out on our Discord, we have a very bearish head and shoulders formation, particularly in the IWM, which is where we play. The Russell 2000 ETF, 2,000 small companies, we're actually down into the microcap ETFs. If it breaks 180, last trade 181.25, we're going to flush 3 or 4 or 5%. That's why when you're sitting there looking at our stocks and it's dead quiet at times because people don't understand that blood red equals opportunity, the main ETF of which we are indirectly a part of is under heavy pressure. But that's the opportunity. These stocks that we currently own and the ones you've asked me on, Nikola, NVOS, TTOO, and God knows however many others. I think there's 25 that I've been dead right on except for 1 or 2 in the last 2 weeks. They're coming down on low volume. Take the biotech stock that starts with Z as in zebra. That was a SPAC at $10. Went to 25. What are the odds that I sat there, because I saw it a year ago, go from 10 to 25, down to a dime, bounced on news last week to 22 and change. I bought on, you bought on my recommendation, the 61.8 or the 75% retracement at, let's call it 13 cents. What are the odds that I waited from 25, 20, 15, millions to 1? That's what I do best. So with a 60-day money back guarantee and no more pinned tweets or stock alerts on Twitter, if you can actually look in the mirror right now and tell me that you don't have $2 a day or less with no risk whatsoever to give it a shot, and if you're not happy, I'll give all your money back and wish you the best of luck, then you are on the wrong fucking channel and planet. That said, in closing, as I pull up the daily chart on MULN, we're turning down at around 61 on the stochastics. I'm big on RSI, relative strength index, stochastics, MACD, moving average, convergence, divergence. Simply put, they're momentum indicators. We're turning down on the daily, and it's not a surprise given the weakness in the IWM and overall market at 61. That's not good. But we're not done yet. If we actually hook on the line chart and come down, the odds of us getting through 75 are 0. And if you've in the near term, and if you remember as a kid, and I'm 53 years old, dead tired as can be, you remember the Tootsie Roll sucker commercial, the owl? And the kid's asking him, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? And the owl goes, a 1, a 2, a 3. 3 licks to get to the center, and he chumps down. That's how many times I think it's going to take with MULN. We went up and tested 75. Right here said it was going to fail. A lot of you motherfuckers said I was wrong. Once again, I'm right. We came down. In the Discord, I was saying all week, mid-50s is the load zone. People were saying, it's 69. You're going to wait until 55. Yes. 55.10. It hit 55.20. I ended up taking that money that I was going to use, and it was a small trade. And I bought 2 or 3 other stocks inside of our Discord. We then bounced to 65. Got your attention, didn't it, Shorts? We came back down. Now everyone is confused as we settle or create, I should say, the handle on the cup and handle. That's exactly what we want. We want bulls. We want bears. We want those who have their thumb up their ass and have no clue whatsoever to be sitting there going, now what? I don't know, but maybe we should listen to Jason. I heard he's 29 of 30. And he said it's going to take 3 licks. We just had 1. We're now going to come down and hit 55. We'll have another next week, probably the next news announcement. EPA, airbags, loan in an election year, and I'll talk more about that in my next video. Do you think, while I'm on it in closing, and I know this is a bit of a train wreck, but welcome to the party. I know how to make you fucking rich and stop you from making a huge mistake. If you don't have a small biz, Discord at trysmallbiz.com if you do. The point of the matter is, and I think I just had a senior moment. 3 licks. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. My mother, rest her soul. Rude and crude. You being rude and crude? Yeah. We had 1 lick. We just had 1 lick of the Tootsie Roll Pop or something else. We're now going to come down, drift around as we handle the next news. We're going to go back to 75, but we're not going to quite get through. But this time, I think I remember what I wanted to say. Instead of setting a bottom at 55.20, we're going to set it upper 50s, low 60s, and then boom, up and through 88.96, which was the reactionary high after David announced his I feel your pain, and we went back to 39. And my prediction that I'll cover even more tomorrow is that when they go into the NASDAQ meeting sometime around Halloween, approved with respect to the extension. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, I love you. I really do. And thanks for watching. We had a guy, thanks for sticking with me, 1.8 million shares of EBET, 0415. Exactly the limit I gave him, and you if you're on Twitter. That was the last shared alert. He blew it out at 059 and change. It shot to 068. He reaches out to me, actually called me because I know him. He said that I leave too much on the table. I said, you just made about $30,000 in 2 days. Then it dropped like a fucking rock yesterday, and now it's stuck at 047. Is it a buy? You would know if you were in the Discord. Thanks for watching.